I'm gonna break down an amazing brunch in Philadelphia to celebrate our anniversary. This was one that the wife found, and I was a little bit along for the ride, but it was an awesome experience. But not perfect though. That's starting right now. If you leave things to me, I'm content with just cheesesteaks and other junk foods. But since this wasn't just my trip, and we were in Philly to celebrate our anniversary, I let Cassie take the reins on our last day brunch. She booked us at a place called Harper's Garden, which looked really cute even though we ended up sitting outside. Let's get into some deep analysis of everything we got to experience on our way out of Philadelphia. I think when Cassie set this reservation up, she actually told them in their electronic system that it was our anniversary trip. So when we actually got there, they greeted us with flutes of champagne, which was a nice little touch. Because it's brunch, I also had to have a little bit of coffee. I like iced coffee, so I went with the iced coffee in this case here. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it kind of seems like this might just be hot coffee that they were cooling down. Once the ice got into it, it got pretty watery and almost didn't really taste like coffee. As far as the ambiance, we didn't really get to actually see the inside too much. They seated us right outside, which kind of cool since the place is called Harper's Garden. But the one thing that was a little bit iffy was that it was really overcast and it was actually starting to drizzle. And the top of this place really is not covered at all. So if it would have rained, it would have rained all over everybody. But we dodged a bullet that day. It had only misted a little bit. As far as the menu, it was actually pretty expansive in terms of what they have in Philadelphia. Very much on par with the Love or Tallulah's Garden. There was a few sweet things and a bunch of savory stuff. Definitely a Benedict on there. And for me, it was a toss-up between their burrito, but I kind of talked myself out of that one because it was a little bit nondescript in terms of what it was. It just said roasted pork burrito, rice, onion, pepper, Monterey Jack cheese. And the choice I went with was the burger because honestly, I'm a sucker for a funny name and the America burger sounded really funny to me. I gotta take it to the notes here. It says double stacked brisket blend, Cooper cheese, pickles, minced onion, Dijon, ketchup, brioche bun. And they give you a choice of potato hash and a side salad. Because we ordered a side of potato hash that Cassie and I were gonna split, I just really wanted to just try one bite. I went with the side salad, and this was just like your standard spring mix, but the really nice touch here is the fact that I put this really crunchy popcorn in the salad along with the dressing, and that, like I said, was a nice touch for a few bites. As far as those hash browns, let me show you, they were really non-uniform in size, and that just made some more crispy than others. The cool thing about these potatoes is that you can actually see the seasoning on that, which I really admire. And the other thing is you can tell they put some red roasted peppers in there, and that there is a nice touch too. The burger itself, at first when it got to the table, it was a little disappointing, and here's why. I'm a huge fan of Cooper's white American cheese, and they definitely were not shy with it, as I could show you right here. But number one, they had applied ketchup to the burger, which if I'm gonna apply ketchup, I like to kind of taste the burger first to see if it needs it. So that was fine. The bun was kind of your standard brioche bun, which also was fine. But the one thing that was a little bit of a miss in terms of this burger is the fact that the size of these patties, it's a nice brisket blend, which means it's nice and fatty, which means it probably shrunk a little bit, and you can see that here in the cross section where the patties here seem to be only taking up about 2/3 of the bun, and that there just is one of those things that as you eat through it, you're gonna get parts of it that's just bread. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just you want the burger to fill out the bun, especially when it's like a double smashed patty like this is supposed to be. In terms of flavor though, this was awesome, so I really can't get on it too much, especially when you consider that like a burger for breakfast or brunch is kind of a special occasion thing. In terms of taste, this was definitely one of those things that hit the spot, and a great touch for kind of our last real meal inside of Philadelphia. Now, it would be remiss for me not to actually include a little bit of an analysis of Cassie's Salmon Benedict here. I didn't try it at all, but I have to say in terms of execution, I'll show you right here. They got those nice toasty English muffins, some nice sliced salmon on there, and they weren't shy with it at all. The eggs were poached really nice, and the hollandaise kind of draped over it, and they garnished it nicely. This here, if I went back, I would definitely probably order this, even though typically I'm not really a Benedict person. Brunch for two, including our coffees, my burger, Cassie's Benedict, and that side of hash was under $50, which honestly, if you throw in the fact that they gave us flutes of champagne, that was an incredible deal. If you enjoyed this breakdown of a really amazing brunch in Philadelphia, make sure you hit this video with a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you're not caught up on that Philadelphia playlist, click in right here and you can catch up on all of our other adventures. Got some more brunch, got some cheesesteaks, you're gonna love it.